Caitlin Stryker. I'm a student physical therapist. Can I get your first and last name and your date of birth, please?
Yes. Cassie Hennon, 03/15/2001.
Awesome, that's what I have here. Were you able to sign the informed consent before you came in?
Yes.
Are you okay if I treat you today? All right, awesome. So to start off with, I'm just going to provide you some education on what you can look for at home, just to make sure your legs are getting the blood flow they need. So at home, what you can do is I want you to check to see if you notice any warmth on both of your legs, and right now they both feel the same, which is great. You can also look to see if you notice any change in color, so maybe if your feet go a little white or even your legs. Look at the integrity of your nails, which means I want you to look at, see if there's any change in thickness of them. And then I want you to also look at if you notice any of you, maybe you got a wound on your foot, if there's any change in how those are healing. Okay. And then the last thing you can look at is you notice if there's any more like increase in swelling. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right, awesome. And from what I can see right now, they both look the same, so that's great. All right, so I'm going to go through some tests with you today just to see how healthy your blood vessels are, so your arteries and veins, and then your lymphatic system, which helps drain stuff out from those vessels. So to start off with, I'm going to do 2 pulses. So the first pulse I'm going to do is your popliteal pulse, which can you move back a little bit for me? Mm-hmm. And then I want you to bring this leg up a little bit. All right, and then I'm just going to touch back here. And I'm going to start a timer. All right, awesome. I got about 60 beats there. So now I'm going to check the pulse around your ankle. This is your posterior tibial pulse. So I'm just going to roll down the sock a little bit if that's okay. Same thing. I'm going to start a timer again. All right, awesome. That one I got 58 beats per minute, but that's close to 60, so we're good. Since both pulses were basically the same, that means you're getting good blood flow through your entire leg. The next test I'm going to do is called Stemmer's test. Stemmer's test looks at how well your lymphatic system's doing, which is your drainage system. Okay. So what I want you to do, I'm going to take off your socks if that's okay?
I can do it.
All right, perfect.
Both of them.
Yeah, I'm going to check both your feet. Yeah. So I'm just going to pinch at the bottom of your second toe just to see if I can pick up a flap of skin there. Yep, I got a little there. Got a little there. Awesome. So that means your lymphatic system is doing the job it needs to. All right. All right. The next one I'm going to do is called your venous filling time. So this test actually looks at how well your arteries are doing, because your arteries fill up first and then they bring blood to the veins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just look at your feet first and look at the top of your feet to see the veins. And I see there's a blue color, which means they're filled up. Now what I want you to do is lay back for me. I'm going to bring your feet up. And then I'm just looking to see if the veins are collapsing and the blood is draining down. I see that her veins have collapsed. We're going to stay here for a minute. I'm going to bring both your feet down. And then we're going to stay here for at least 10 seconds. And then I'm going to look and see if the blood is going back into her veins. And I see that it already has. So if it takes longer than 10 to 15 seconds, that means the arteries aren't getting the blood back into your veins, but they are. So we're good. All right, so the last test I'm going to be doing with you today is called the intermittent claudication test. So this test is looking how well your blood vessels are working when you're doing exercise. So what we're going to do is we'll stand up. I want you to step on the treadmill for me, and then you can hold on to the handlebars on the side if you need to. I'm going to press 1 mile per hour. Go ahead and start walking. Let me know if you feel any cramping in that leg or any pain.
Okay.
Ow! Okay, stop. Let's go ahead and get on the chair. All right. So since this test was positive, that just means we need to keep monitoring your signs and symptoms here in physical therapy, but I'll keep working with you.
Okay.
Any questions for me?
No.
All right, awesome.